Family do me Nasiladi on multimedia, the CEO voice of Salon. Today I come for talk to now my family. Make una continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to our friends them. As we always try to bring on the latest news what they happen around Salon. Whether it be politics or any other news them what they happen or gossip what they bring out to una live and direct. So please my family, don't forget to subscribe and share to our friends them. You wanna touch the bell icon so that you no miss any video we will try for bring out to una. So that's also we want make una don't forget also for subscribe to we TikTok channel on TikTok and also on Facebook or Facebook page or the Voice of Salon or also the on Instagram Voice of Salon, please family. And don't forget to share. Okay, thank you now. Tata.
Mi fambulem na Sierra Leone, una good morning. This non kusakra media platform, they bring to uno a usual monologue program working the mituna from time to time. Well, today, na the 9th day of August in the year of our Lord 2025, when on Saturday, we would like for bring to una a live broadcast of the president in speech way we make Thursday, we na been the 7th day of August in the year of our Lord 2025, na the Parliament building, Tower Hill, Freetown. As usual, we can normally give una we telephone number if una want contact with una can use them. If you dey inside Sierra Leone and you want use their freestyle line for talk to we, you go dial 077763898. But if you dey na the diaspora and at the same time you want use their freestyle line for contact we, not forget for add we country code when na +232 77763898. So Famulem, as usual, the producer of this program, na Uncle Sankara. And me with the presenter, na una one and only Mr. Critical Mind. So Famulem, would they bring this broadcast to Uno? Yes, the actual thing will take place on Thursday, when will be the 7th day of August, 2025. We decide for Brian Canto Uno today, when at the 9th day of August, 2025, for obvious reasons. We very well know, say, not to everybody be fortunate for listening to the president's speech in full. In fact, sometimes if we have been listening to them, not just portions or parts of the president's speech. Now we have been fortunate for the listening. Either when I listen through the social media platform, or when I listen on a radio, or when I view on a television, on various other programs with the various institutions they had and they bring to Hunu live. But the Uncle Sankara made that platform, as soon as know we can always try for bring to a comprehensive substance of whatever they happen inside this country. We make sure say when I get full knowledge, when I actually be informed of waiting they unfold in the country from time to time. So in this we monologue program, now we tell you now they can give you a full broadcast of the president's speech will be make on that day, when I be the 7th day of August 2025, on the opening of the 3rd session of the 6th Parliament of the Republic will be take place on that day, like I tell you now inter alia. Well, Famulem, now that opening session day of Parliament, many other dignitaries they may witness that session day. You got the Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Mohamed Jul Jallo, be there in attendance. The Speaker of the House of Parliament, Honorable Segepoh Thomas, been there. You get members of the diplomatic corps, the Republic of Sierra Leone themselves been there. The First Lady self been there. You get Chief Samuel Samsumana self been there in attendance, as well as Victor Bokarifo, who have been the last Vice President of the APC government. Himself been witness and himself been there. Well, Fambulem in attendance also, apart from the dignitaries and the way I just named to now. The regimental brass band of the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces have been in attendance when they play sweet music them before the session be opened na the forecourt of Parliament building when they been take place. Outside the president's been take the guard of honor. Famulem, like I tell you now, we always give you a comprehensive list of what they happen. Because what we they talk so, many of you now they can listen to this program or go fortunate for listening to this program. But I'm not been daily, but we, the Uncle Sankam that platform, like who can tell you now, okay, always then at the ground for make sure so we see in present actions and things that will happen live before our eyes. So that when they bring account to now, we they make sure to bring something cogent, truthful, and current to now. But make sure say nothing not going to be left out at all. And that is why we know say we get large audience across the world, but perhaps some of them may wait self for listening to this kind of a program. Well, today we bring and come, we're not going to say a belated one, but not today we feel for bring and come because we they do a lot of filthy in business. Now the recording we will go do for make we go bring and come to una live like we can do and so now. So family, I go like una listen to the broadcast where the president will make. Yeah, for una attention. So family, una listen to waiting the president been get for say at the House of Parliament.
opportunities for our young people and women, you have shown the true character of a parliament that works for the people. I recommend the leadership of the House. Every honorable member the heads of all political parties and our paramount chiefs. You have fulfilled your mandate with honor and earned the gratitude of a proud and hopeful nation. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will lay before this honorable House a comprehensive report detailing our governance record and achievements from the year past. I trust Parliament will give it the careful review it deserves, consistent with your oversight mandate and our shared responsibility for national transformation. My address, however, is not about reciting figures. It is a story of progress and possibility. It is a snapshot of where we are, what we have achieved together, the challenges that remain, and the vision that guides us forward. As we open this new session, let us renew our shared commitment to serve above self, to put country before party, and to build a future worthy of the hopes of every Sierra Leonean. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we meet at a moment of both optimism and responsibility. Across every district, Sierra Leoneans look to us to deliver on the promise of development, opportunity, and stability. It is a profound responsibility and a sacred trust. Through the medium-term National Development Plan 2024-2030, we are translating bold aspirations into measurable progress, bringing services closer to our people, restoring confidence in public institutions, and laying the foundations of a more inclusive, resilient, and prosperous Sierra Leone. This mission is bigger than politics. Bigger than any one of us. It is a task of a generation. The Big Five Game Changers overview. Honorable Speaker, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, our vision is anchored in the Big Five Game Changers. The core priorities at the heart of the national transformation agenda. I will highlight the key progress we have made in transforming agriculture, expanding human capital, empowering our youth, driving digital and infrastructure growth, and building a transparent and accountable public service. These are practical steps that are already changing lives. How we grow our food, educate our children, empower our youth, and power our economy, and make governance more accountable. Game changer one feeds alone, agriculture, and food security. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when we launched the Big Five Game Changers in 2023, we set out a simple truth. Sierra Leone must stand on its own feet. We cannot truly prosper if we depend on ships sailing to our shore for our daily food. That is why Feed Salon sits at the heart of our agenda. Food security is about dignity, independence, and a future where every family can put food on the table. Last year, rice production grew by 8%, cotton imports by 14%, and saving us $15 million in foreign exchange. For the first time in my own living memory, the price of rice has fallen by over 20%. Giving families some relief. We have opened 3 new rice mills, reducing waste and boosting local processing. For the first time, the World Food Programme buys 30% of its rice from farmers in Sierra Leone. This is a dramatic shift from years of near total import dependence. The story is similar for other foods. Egg imports have decreased by 21%. Local onions are now cheaper than imported ones. And we are exporting vegetable oil for the first time. Behind these results is real investment, over $800 million pledged, with $205 million already committed to livestock, cassava, and rural roads. We launched a $10 million credit facility for modern equipment and Sierra Leone's first crop insurance scheme. We have mapped our soils digitally for the first time and registered 300,000 farmers biometrically, building a modern, accountable farming system. 420 kilometers of feeder roads and new bridges are under construction to connect farmers to markets. Responding to climate change, we are embedding resilience into our food systems under the Paris Agreement. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Feed Salon is a promise that Sierra Leone can feed itself, create jobs, and give farmers and young people a future worth staying for. The fisheries sector. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, fishing sustains over 1 million Sierra Leoneans, especially women and young people in the coastal communities. The sector contributes 12% of our GDP and must be managed wisely. In 2024, the sector earned $5 million, already beating revenue targets. With our new quota management system, revenues will more than double while protecting our fish stock. We have digitized fisheries data, launched an aquaculture and inland fisheries policy, and introduced a closed fishing season recover. Industrial fishing is set to rise to 150,000 metric tons. A landmark partnership with Egypt is opening doors for joint ventures in commercial fishing and shrimp farming. The reforms in the fisheries sector will establish a modern blue economy that will create jobs now while safeguarding our ocean for the future. Game changer 2, human capital development. Basic and senior secondary education. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, no nation can rise above the quality of its people. Education is the ladder families use to climb out of poverty, and the foundation on which nations build prosperity. When I visit schools, I see children full of hope. Some work for miles, some study by candlelight, yet they keep dreaming. We promised that education would never again be a privilege for the few, but a right for every child. Today we are delivering on that promise. Since 2018, enrollment, retention, and completion rates have all risen. We have built over 1,500 classrooms and upgraded school water and sanitation facilities. We have trained more than 20,000 teachers, including 14,000 in early grade literacy and numeracy. We continue to pay fees for MPSC, daycare, bus for every child. Girls are thriving as never before. More girls are completing school and passing exams. Free sanitary pads, school feeding, and targeted support for child mothers are helping them return to school and succeed. Independent assessments show our students are now matching their peers in Africa's best performing education systems. Education is our moral duty. An educated child is a free child, a productive citizen, and a future leader. Technical and higher education. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, education must prepare our young people for the jobs of tomorrow. In our first term, we laid the foundation. In this term, we are consolidating that work, building a competitive, future-ready workforce. We are reforming technical and higher education to match skills to jobs. The Work Done Camp project, backed by the African Development Bank, is revitalizing technical institutes to train youth in agro-processing, waste management, digital skills, and entrepreneurship. The Center of Excellence for Automotive Training, a $3.5 million million partnership with Japan and UNIDO offers 960 hours of certified training in 39 modules, creating opportunities, especially for young women. Through the recognition of Brown Learning Program, informal workers in construction and HVAC are getting certified for skills they already have. Digital connectivity is transforming learning. With ECOM and Starlink, we connected 9 universities across 23 campuses to affordable internet, reaching over 10,000 students in just 90 days. This year, with UNDP's Timbuktu initiative, we will launch Uniport, Hub for Digital Entrepreneurship and Innovation. We passed 2 landmark laws, the revised Tertiary Education Commission Act and the National Commission for Technical and Vocational Education Act to strengthen governance and quality. A national research and innovation policy is being developed to position universities as drivers of industrialization and climate science. We are upgrading Lake Magai and Bonobo campuses, fast-tracking Kono University of Science and Technology, and producing 14,000 school furniture units locally, creating employment. The digitized Sierra Leone Students' Loan Scheme has supported over 1,000 postgraduates and will soon extend to undergraduates, ensuring that no dream ends for lack of money. Every country's greatest wealth is its people. By investing in their skills, we invest in Sierra Leone's future. Healthcare, building a resilient and inclusive system. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, a nation's wealth means little if its people are unhealthy. People are unhealthy. No mother should die giving life. No child should die due to lack of care. We have strengthened our healthcare system, building hospitals, training doctors, and expanding services to every district. Domestic health spending is up by 2%. The Sierra Leone Social Health Insurance Scheme is reducing out-of-pocket costs. The National Public Health Agency and our real-time disease surveillance system means outbreaks are detected faster and responses are better. We recruited 15% more health workers, bringing the total to over 14,000 and double medical school enrollment. Over 40 doctors are training locally in specialist fields, so the postgraduate college of health specialties. Key investments include the 166-bed Julius Matter Pediatric Center of Excellency in Lumley, modernized regional and district hospitals, ambulances in all 16 districts, oxygen plants in regional capitals for critical care. Maternal and newborn deaths have fallen by 70%. and immunization coverage has improved nationwide. Off-grid solar now powers rural health centers, enabling safe night deliveries and vaccine storage. Healthcare is about dignity, survival, and hope. In January, when Sierra Leone recorded its first Mpox case, our response was swift. Emergency systems were activated, testing was decentralized, and health workers trained. Today, there is no active outbreak, but surveillance remains strong. Gender equality and children's affairs. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, gender equality remains central to our national agenda. The Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act is being implemented through gender units in ministries, gender budgeting, and training. We continue to fight sexual and gender-based violence with stronger legal systems, psychosocial support, and nationwide awareness campaigns. We passed the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act and laid the Child Rights Bill, which will consolidate legal protection for every child. Social welfare and protection. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, my government is committed to fostering a just and inclusive society by expanding social protection, promoting disability inclusion, enhancing mental health services, and providing support for elderly people and retirees. Two landmark laws, the Social Work Regulatory Act and the Social Protection Act, are building stronger systems for the elderly, retirees, and persons with disability. Through the National Social Safety Net, 84,000 elderly-headed households have been registered digitally. With cash transfers, over 11,000 elderly citizens aged 75 and above. NACIT is expanding social security to provide protection to even the informal sector. To combat drug abuse, rehabilitation centers in Hastings and Bo have helped over 400 former drug users rebuild their lives. We are also addressing substance abuse among persons with disabilities through programs combining rehabilitation with vocational training. Already 200 people are training in tailoring in Makeni and Freetown. With a $1 million India UN grant, we are establishing ski centers and a disability village to empower vulnerable citizens. A nation's strength is measured not by how it treats the powerful, but how it protects the vulnerable. Water and sanitation. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, clean water and adequate sanitation are basic rights. We created the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, launched the Western Area Peninsula Water Fund, and introduced new regulations on groundwater use, pollution control, and dam safety. Across the country, systems are being rehabilitated in Blamba, Bandawo, Kailam, and Kabbalah to expand water supply to communities. We are building 100 solar-powered boreholes with tanks and standposts for underserved communities. In Freetown, A multi-donor project is expanding supply, including 60,000 cubic meters of reservoir at Regent Babadori, upgrades to Congo Dam, and new pipelines. The Goma Valley Allentown expansion will add new sources of 40 kilometers of pipe, 6 reservoirs, and upgraded pumping stations. Clean water does more than just quench thirst. It keeps our children in school, reduces disease, and free up our women and girls to build their future. Game Changer 3, Youth Employment Scheme. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, everything we have achieved in education, health care, and skills development leads to one goal: creating real opportunities for our young people. If our youth do not find jobs at home or hope, they will look for it elsewhere, or worse, fall prey to drugs and violence. 2 years ago, I launched the Youth Employment Scheme, a bold pledge to create 500,000 jobs in 5 years. This was a promise to fight for the right of every young Sierra Leonean to opportunity, dignity, and hope. Today, we are delivering on that promise. Jobs are being created across agriculture, mining, construction, energy, sports, the creative economy, and the digital sector. Thousands of young people are receiving technical training in various fields, including mechanics, construction, hospitality, welding, and entrepreneurship. Over 250 young women have joined the new programs in digital literacy and business. Across the country, youth-led farming and fisheries projects are thriving. Under the World Bank funded PSSNYE project, 8,000 young people will each receive seed funding to start or grow their businesses. But let me speak directly to our young people. You are the hands that will build Sierra Leone's future. Your dreams matter more than diamonds or gold. Do not let drugs like Kush steal your future. As we continue our fight to combat drugs and substance abuse, do not give in to hopelessness or anger. We are giving you the tools to live dignified lives. Free education, vocational training, digital skills, access to finance, and opportunities in agriculture, technology, and enterprise. But opportunity alone is not enough. Discipline, courage, and self-belief must follow. And that is what I ask of you, the young people of this country. When you choose to learn a skill, to start a business, to grow your own food, you are already shaping Sierra Leone's destiny. Your hands must build, your minds must create, your voices must lead. This government, I assure you, will stand with you, invest in you, and fight for you. too must rise and fight for yourselves. Because the story of Sierra Leone's next chapter will not be written by politicians like us here or lawmakers alone. It will be written by welders, coders, farmers, athletes, teachers, innovators, keke riders, and many more. The future is yours to claim, and we will walk that road with you every step of the way. Game changer 4, technology and infrastructure development. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if we want children to compete in the modern world, we must invest in the tools of tomorrow, technology and infrastructure. These are not luxuries. They are the foundations of jobs, opportunity, and national pride. Start with technology. Honorable Speaker, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, technology is no longer optional. It is the engine of modern life, powering everything from farming and running businesses to delivering public services. At the 2025 Southern Innovate Digital Government Summit, we celebrated the creativity of our young people, young innovators, especially women, designing solutions in AI, cybersecurity, coding, and entrepreneurship. A young farmer even won the Presidential Innovation Prize for Digital Farming Hub. For a digital farming hub, prove that our youth can lead in innovation when given the chance. Government services are now easier to access. Payroll and attendance are digitized, cutting ghost workers. A new government yellow page connects citizens directly to contacts and services across ministries. These reforms are backed by over 100 million United States dollars in investment from China Exim Bank and the World Bank, funding fiber optic expansion in 14 districts, new digital skills programs, and modern service platforms. Energy infrastructure. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, energy is the backbone of a modern economy. Without power, there can be no industry, no job, no future-ready nation. That is why I have taken charge of the sector. I believe leadership must be hands-on, as policy without action is ineffective. Last year, we signed the landmark $480 million United States dollars MCC compact to expand our transmission infrastructure, support electricity distribution, governance, and sector reform. In January 2025, the US government launched a global review of MCC compacts around the world. As your talk and do president, short and do President, I am proud to report that as of July 24th, Sierra Leone's compact was among the few approved to continue. A strong endorsement of our leadership, reforms, and our partnership with the United States of America. We joined the Mission 300 initiative in January 2025, a global effort to have energy poverty through innovative financing of renewable energy. We are finalizing the Mission 300 Energy Compact, targeting 2.4 billion to expand electricity access to 78% of the population and raise renewable energy to 52% by 2030. To meet rising demand, we are expanding our national generation capacity through strategic projects that are already underway. 108.5 megawatts non-gas to energy plant at Civic, a floating LNG hub for the Mana River Union, a 40 megawatt respite solar project, and a 40 megawatt Scatec plant, solar plant at Kamakwie. We are upgrading existing generation assets at Intom and Blackhole Road, doubling capacity at the Dodogoma hydro plant by converting it into a hybrid hydro solar facility and expanding Bombona by an additional 50 megawatts with support from OPEC. Through CLFG and Slpp, power has reached schools, health centers, and rural communities. Our goal is clear: to generate over 1,000 megawatts of power by 2030. Infrastructure, roads, bridges, and transport. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, good roads are more than asphalt and bridges. They connect farmers to markets, students to schools, and patients to hospital. They give every Sierra Leonean a fair chance to thrive. That is why we are investing heavily across the country. Through public-private partnerships, we are financing the Koblo-Kolama-Mabang Bridge and the 86-kilometer Moyambambambatu Junction Road. Proposals for the 85-kilometer Mana Junction, Tongo, Bumpe, Kwedu roads are under review. In 2024, the Road Maintenance Fund supported the upkeep of 1,403 kilometers of roads, culverts, bridges, ferries, and created a modern road condition database with the ILO. This year, 39.7 million new loans have been allocated to local councils for road maintenance and rehabilitation. Beyond roads, transport is also about connecting people and building inclusion. We launched the 50 Wakafine buses, serving 25,000 passengers daily, nearly half of them women and people with disabilities. At Langley, we opened the modern public transit terminal. And we are building a marketplace with daycare for 2,500 traders, giving working mothers a safe, a more supportive space. And because the future must be green, and because the future must be green, we are developing a national policy for electric buses in partnership with South Korea. To curb fraud and improve traffic security, we introduced the RFID vehicle licenses, biometric driver's licenses, and digital number plates. New service centers and mobile registration units are bringing services closer to remote communities. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, these achievements ensure fairness, dignity, and shared prosperity. Development must reach every Sierra Leonean, not just those of us in Freetown. Game Changer 5, revamping the public service. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, good governance begins with a public service that truly serves the people. One that is efficient, fair, and accountable. A government can only deliver when its institutions are strong, trusted, and focused on results. Over the past year, we have taken bold steps to transform our public service into a modern, professional institution that delivers for every Sierra Leonean. For the first time since 2011, we updated the Civil Service Code, introduced clear performance appraisals, and digitized key HR processes from recruitment to training. These changes are building a culture of professionalism and accountability. Soon, this House will receive a new public service policy and bill to strengthen the legal framework. For the first time, our draft revised constitution will dedicate an entire chapter to the public service, embedding integrity and merit at the heart of governance. Accountability in the public service. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, accountability is not optional. Citizens deserve to know how their taxes are used. The Anti-Corruption Commission continues to act independently. In 2024 alone, it recovered nearly 35 million new loans and achieved 90% compliance through its online asset declaration system. Sierra Leone is now ranked among the top 10 most improved countries on the Mo Ibrahim Governance Index. And 7th for anti-corruption. We have launched the 5th generation anti-corruption strategy, a homegrown, tech-driven plan to fight corruption in both the private and public sectors. Digitalizing payment systems and audit services. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we are modernizing how government manages money. The Integrated Financial Management Information System, IFMIS, is now live in 20 MDAs, making payments faster, more transparent, and harder to abuse. Gratuity payments to retirees are now automated, ending years of frustrating delays. Audit Service Sierra Leone has expanded its coverage to 88% of public spending and now conducts performance audit to ensure that resources deliver real value for citizens. These reforms boost trust in our institutions. A nation can only succeed when its people believe that public resources are used for the public good. This is the government we are building, a government that works, delivers, and remains accountable to the people it serves. We are laying the foundation for a public service that is honorable, professional, and citizens of focus. Because good governance is not about grand speeches, it is about results that the people can feel in their lives. Critical sectors and cross-cutting areas. The economy. We just pay on our backlog. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me now highlight critical sectors Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me now highlight other critical sectors and cross-cutting areas, beginning with the economy, the engine of our national transformation. Our economy has weathered difficult global storms, rising energy prices, supply chain disruptions, and the lingering effects of pandemic. Yet, Sierra Leone has remained resilient. In 2024, GDP grew by 4%, driven by mining, agriculture, construction, light manufacturing, and tourism. Inflation fell from 54.5% to 9.38% by April 2025. The Leone depreciated only by 5.7% against the United States dollar. These gains show that our fiscal and monetary reforms are working. Domestic revenue reached 14.6 billion new loans. The fiscal deficit narrowed to 4.8% of GDP, and public debt declined to 39.5% of GDP through disciplined repayment and exchange rate stability. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let us be frank. We cannot build our future on aid. Sierra Leone must fund its own development. And that is why we are expanding our revenue base, improving revenue collection, plugging illicit financial flows that rob us of billions of loans each year. Every loan lost to tax evasion or illegal transfer is a classroom not built, a road not paved, and a hospital not equipped. So I call on every citizen and business to pay their fair share in taxes. National pride involves not just waving the green, white, and blue flag. It also means contributing to the nation a fair share. The IMF's $240 million extended credit facility approved in November 2024 is not a handout. It is a vote of confidence in our reforms and leadership. We are diversifying our economy, investing in agriculture, tourism, and value-added mining, while building a stronger private sector to create jobs and expand exports. Progress is rare, but the road ahead requires discipline, sacrifice, and shared responsibility. Trade and industry, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Sierra Leone is open for business. We have signed new trade and investment agreements with partners from Turkey to South Korea, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. We became the first country to complete the AFCFTA readiness assessment, giving us a roadmap for regional trade and investor confidence. To protect citizens from volatile global markets, we introduced a transparent pricing formula for essential goods like rice, flour, sugar, cement, petroleum, helping stabilize living costs. Our manufacturing sector now contributes 22% to GDP. The growth in food processing, cement, aluminium, copper, recycling, and plastics. These progress show that smart policies and private enterprise can drive a more diverse, resilient economy. Downstream petroleum sector. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we are building a secure, competitive energy market that gives citizens and businesses access to affordable, reliable fuel. The new National Petroleum Regulatory Authority, strengthened by the 2025 Act, now ensures a reliable fuel supply, better infrastructure, and fair competition. Petroleum imports grew by 56% in 2024, while storage capacity expanded by 86% to 250,000 metric tons. With World Bank support, we modernize the pricing formula, making it transparent and responsive to global markets. Upstream and midstream petroleum sector. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Sierra Leone is boldly positioning itself as West Africa's next frontier for oil and gas exploration. Our offshore basin, though largely unexplored, holds immense geological promise. With the right investment, our upstream petroleum sector could be transformative for our economy and people. A landmark offshore study identified 80 deep water exploration leads with early estimates of 30 billion barrels of recoverable oil and gas. We completed a 30 million 3D seismic survey, the first in over a decade, adhering to global safety and environmental standards. The data we guide drilling decisions planned for 2026 attract investment and develop local expertise by offering training and capacity building for Sierra Leoneans in various phases. Sierra Leone is one of 14 signatories to the 25 billion Africa Atlantic Gas Pipeline Project, a transformative initiative to connect West African gas to European markets. The project will spur regional industrial growth, create jobs, increase transit revenue, and develop a domestic gas market for power and exports, delivering affordable energy for households and industry. With responsible management, our upstream petroleum sector can usher a new era of national prosperity. My government is committed to leading this effort with clear vision and accountability for the benefit of all Sierra Leoneans. Mining, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, mining remains a cornerstone of our economy. In 2024, mineral exports generated $1.12 billion with growth in iron ore, rutile, and mineral sands. Reforms under the 2022 Mines and Minerals Development Act have strengthened transparency and community benefits. This year, we disbursed $6.7 million in community development funds for schools, clinics, and water systems in Podloko and Tonkolidi. Non-tax mining revenues rose by 34% to $28 million due to better oversight and increased production. But our vision goes beyond exporting raw minerals. We are adding value locally, diversifying exports, and ensuring sustainable practices. Our natural resource must work for the people today and for generations to come. Environment and climate change, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Climate change is not a distant threat. It's already here. Heavier rains, floods, landslides, that are destroying lives and livelihoods. That is why climate resilience is now a national priority. We are embedding climate action in all development planning, implementing our updated Paris Agreement commitments, reforesting degraded areas, protecting biodiversity, and tackling illegal construction on waterways. Our approach is focused on safeguarding homes, farms, and communities while securing the future of Sierra Leone. In July, the Gola Forest National Park and the Tiwai Island Wildlife Sanctuary, collectively called the Gola Tiwai Complex, were officially designated as Sierra Leone's first UNESCO World Heritage Site. This momentous achievement reflects our nation's rich biodiversity and underscores the global ecological importance of these pristine natural ecosystems. National cohesion and democracy. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the true strength of a nation is not measured only in GDP figures or kilometers of new roads. It is measured in the bonds that hold its people together, in the trust that no matter our differences, we share one destiny, red or green. Our destiny is colorless. Over the past year, national dialogue has helped us confront hard truths, seek reconciliation, and reaffirm a simple but powerful truth. Sierra Leone must always come first. Like our great rivers, which gather strength from many tributaries, our nation draws power from its diversity. From every region, every faith, and every community. Sierra Leone today remains one of Africa's most peaceful nations. According to the 2025 Global Peace Index, we are the second most peaceful in West Africa. Fifth in Africa and 57 globally. This is not by chance. It is the result of hard work, of years of collaboration, red and green, tolerance, vigilance, and deliberate effort. Through the Independence Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, we have institutionalized peace in this country. The Commission mediates disputes, promotes reconciliation, and strengthens early warning systems to prevent conflict. But peace is like a bridge. It must be maintained constantly, or it will weaken and break. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me address the dangers of persistent election denialism and reckless election denialism and reckless conspiracy theories. Mr. Chairman, honorable members, we cannot love Sierra Leone while we undermine the very institutions that allow our democracy to thrive. Denying legitimate elections is not free speech. It is direct assault on our stability and future. If we are to truly honor the sacrifices of those who built and preserved our peace, we must defend it with unity, courage, and unwavering resolve. In addressing the challenges within our electoral system and institutions, my government has chosen the more difficult challenge, yet commendable path to reform what has been inherited as flawed. For decades, inefficiencies in Sierra Leone's electoral systems have undermined public trust. We are the first administration bold enough to confront these systemic weaknesses head on. Yes. The Tripartite Committee on Electoral Systems and Management Bodies Review is conducting a historic review of more than 80 reform proposals. This is a thorough, citizen-informed process designed to enhance transparency, inclusion, and credibility. I commend the multi-partisan collaboration that has made this possible. Clap for them. They are very good. Through open consultations nationwide, we are shaping reforms that will restore public trust, strengthen electoral justice, and leave behind a democracy that works for all Sierra Leoneans. This government will fully implement these reforms because a democracy is only as strong as the systems that protect it. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as leaders entrusted with our nation's future, we must continually champion reforms that foster unity and inclusion. It is time to renew national dialogue on adopting the proportional representation. It is time to renew national dialogue on adopting proportional representation, not just for parliamentary elections, but across the executive and public sector. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this very house demonstrates its value upon increased women's participation across party lines. We must therefore build a governance architecture that truly reflects the diversity and multiplicity that exists in Sierra Leone. I now come to civic engagement and public information. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, democracy thrives when citizens are informed and engaged. That is why we continue to work closely with civil society and the press. These institutions amplify citizens' voices, strengthen transparency, and hold leaders to account. Through the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, we launched the National Civic Education and Engagement Initiative, a platform for open, timely, and inclusive communication between the government and the people. This includes weekly press briefings in Creole, nationwide civic events, an annual civic festival, and the presidential town hall meeting. Our efforts are paying off. Sierra Leone has risen 9 places on the Global Press Freedom Index and now scores 91% on the MCC Freedom of Information Indicator. I've been feeling that one day. This progress is proof. This progress is proof that open governance and the free press are not threats to power. They are the lifeblood of democracy. National security and the rule of law. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, peace is precious. Peace is precious, and it is guarded every day by the men and women of our security and intelligence services. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to them for their discipline, sacrifice, and patriotism. They ensure that no ambition rises above the Constitution and that Sierra Leone remains stable and secure. Our community policy model is reducing crime, including homicide, robbery, trafficking, and drug-related offenses. Strategic investments in infrastructure, communication surveillance, and welfare have made our police more effective. New legislation to strengthen professionalism, accountability, and community engagement in policing will soon come before this House. The Office of National Security has improved early warning systems, crime response, private security regulation, and regional cooperation. reinforcing internal stability. The Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces, SLpp, under the new tri-service structure, continues to defend our sovereignty while adapting to modern threats. A joint national defense policy now aligns its missions with national development. Foreign relations and international cooperation. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today, Sierra Leone stands taller on the global stage than at any other time in our history. We are serving simultaneously as non-permanent members of the United Nations Security Council and as members of the African Union Peace and Security Council. I will keep the others. This role allows us to shape conversation on peace, security, and global justice, and to amplify Africa's voice where decisions are made. During our presidency of the United Nations Security Council last year, Sierra Leone convened 20 formal meetings, adopted 4 key resolutions, and led historic debates on Africa's representation and a new global agenda for peace. As coordinator of the African Union Committee of 10 on the UN Security Council reform, we achieved a breakthrough long thought to be impossible. For the first time, the United States of America publicly supported 2 permanent seats for Africa. Hosting the seated retreat in Freetown further reinforced our leadership on this vital reform. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am fully aware of the criticisms that sometimes follow my overseas trips. Detractors, some of them are here. We normally say, and SO2, they don't travel back. Let me assure this honorable House that every mission undertaken serves the national interests of Sierra Leone. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Sierra Leone must be present at the global table, not as mere spectators, but as active contributors, ensuring that our voice plays a role in shaping decisions that will define our future. The truth is that investments, partnerships, and opportunities do not come to those who stay silent in their little corners. Investments, partnership, opportunities do not come to those who stay in their little corners. Silent. As a small nation, we must work twice as hard to secure our rightful place in the world. And that is exactly what I do on your behalf. I do not enjoy flying. I'm not a pilot. But I go because Sierra Leone must be seen, heard, and respected. These engagements have yielded tangible results, unlocking financing for transformative projects in areas such as roads, energy, agriculture, digital infrastructure, and climate resilience. Additionally, they have often led to new trade agreements, strengthening our international partnerships. To expand our reach and support Sierra Leoneans abroad, we have opened new diplomatic missions in Algeria, France, and Ireland. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, on the current occupation of Yenga, our position is peaceful but resolute. We are firmly committed to a diplomatic solution, but we will always defend our sovereignty through lawful means. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in June 2025, I was deeply honored to assume the role of chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of the State and Government. Thank you. This is a national responsibility and a source for pride. It gives Sierra Leone a leading voice in advancing regional peace, democratic transitions, economic integration, trade, and infrastructure development. So we're not ashamed for that. So also, okay, since you're not clapping, let me conclude. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as we open this new session of Parliament, let us remember that the strength and destiny of our nation lie not in the power of a few, but in the unity of all of us. For over 6 decades, Sierra Leone has known hardship and triumph. Yet, through every trial, by the grace of God and by the collective will, we have stood resilient, unbroken, bound by a shared purpose. Today, I call on every one of us across this house, across our political divide, across every district and community to rise above division. Let us choose cooperation over conflict, reconciliation over rancor, and service over self. Our medium-term national development plan is not just a document, it's a roadmap for a Sierra Leone that is just, inclusive, and prosperous. The big 5 game changers are laying the foundation, from education to agriculture, from youth employment to technology, from public service reforms to stronger governance. The results are real. Inflation is falling. The yuan is stabilizing. Prices are easing. And investments are creating jobs. Our classrooms are full. Our health systems are stronger. Maternal and infant deaths are declining. And our women and children are more protected today than ever before. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, press freedom thrives. The death penalty is no more. Justice is more accessible. Sierra Leone stands tall at the United Nations, at the African Union, at ECOWAS, a voice for democracy, peace, and principled leadership. To our development partners, friends, and nations, I express our deep gratitude for all you do to support us. Your trust and support have helped us build roads, light, homes, grow food, and expand opportunity. But the greatest thanks goes to the people of Sierra Leone. Thank you, the people of Sierra Leone, our farmers, traders, teachers, nurses, soldiers, police officers, young people with dreams, and elders with wisdom. Your daily sacrifices keep our nation moving forward. Our development journey continues. Peace remains delicate. Democracy requires constant vigilance. Prosperity demands courage and sacrifice. So let us celebrate how far we have come together, but refuse to be complacent. Let us pledge to build a country where justice is not selective, where opportunity is not limited to the privileged, where every Sierra Leonean, regardless of background, can live with dignity, pride, and hope. My dua. Dua. May the Almighty God bless our beloved republic.
Fambulem, nationalieri na di so bin pass na the parliament building Thursday wey na been the 7th day of August in the of law 2025 when the president bin go open the parliamentary session. We go give a speech. So Fambulem, this president it touch on every aspect we embedded or we go say cataloging in 5 big changes. And if we listen, we go observe say even the APC, now the aisles of parliament, the well of parliament, even in the APC members of parliament, they all clap, they all applaud, they all gladdy for President Julius Maada Bio in speech where he make. They all see the truthfulness and the honesty inside there. The only thing when they made the holler for against now the PR system. The PR system what the president made talk about and the system of electoral process in this country, Sierra Leone. And they say lonta. We say lonta, it means it don't happen in a day in the day. The PR system will never change as of now. We don't know in future it will change, but as of now, until 2028, the PR system prevails. Famulem, this is about 1 hour, 30 or 40-minute long program. It was deliberate so that everybody with a preview or access to this information or this program.
Thank you.
Then we get Solomon Ray Wilson. Solomon, greet Famulem.
Famulem, good evening, Mina Solomon Ray Wilson.
Then we get Kotorero.
Famulem, una adu.
Then IG Memuna, tell Famulem adu.
Fambuluna adu.
Well, Famulem, as you not listen to we where the campuses program go before, I not go forget for name one somebody. We very important now we meet now. Where then a studio number 2, where they make this program into live and direct me now technical assistant when I Musa Vandy. So Fambulem, like I be opening at the opening introduction we give now. Now President Julius Maada Bio in speech we make in parliament yesterday when a Thursday when at the 7th day of August 2025. So President Julius Maada Bio he opened this 3rd session of the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic, where he make a speech where a unifying speech, where call for a renewed national dialogue and for adopt proportional representation, not only in parliament, in parliamentary elections, but across the executive and public sector. He urged Parliament and the citizens alike for embrace reforms, where go foster unity, equity, and inclusion, where it emphasize on the strength of the nation, lies on the shared responsibility and collective leadership. He say, as leaders, they entrust with the nation's future. So he said that for continuously they champion the reforms, we go foster unity and inclusion. He said this is not the time for renewed national dialogue, when adopt proportional representation, we not only on parliamentary elections, but across the executive and public sector. Where Eminem speak at the Chamber of Parliament, President Julius Maada Bio described the legislature as a breathing heart of democracy, of the country democracy, where decisions, when they make they go shape the homes, farms, schools, and markets worldwide. He expressed deep gratitude for the trust where they repose on the leaders them, for govern with courage and integrity. And they commend members of parliament for put together the country, for put the country first, for put the country before pass any other thing, and for go further for stabilize the economy and for expand the opportunities for women them and youth them all over the country. President Julius Maada Bio, he urged parliamentarians for give thoughtful scrutiny to the governance report where they submit on the administration in achievements. He reaffirmed the medium-term national development plan where for 2024 to 2030. Where that one day now for transform bold goals where into tangible results, where for expand access to services and restoring public trust in the institutions that we get. He said the major focus of this address, he said on the government in flagship program when a feed salon, the feed salon initiative. He said when that initiative there, he said the rice production don't increase by 8%. The imports don't drop for import rice can at the country, don't drop by 13%. At the same time, it don't save the country $15 million for the year, and it don't reduce the price of rice by more than 20%. He said the opening of the tree, it don't open 3 new rice mills them. We go further improve post-harvest processing and for boost local value chain. He said he reaffirming believe that no nation no go rise above the quality of a people. So as a result, President Julius Maada Bio celebrates the Sierra Leone's human capital development gains. They say over 1,500 classrooms, they don't build them and don't construct them. More than 20,000 teachers and don't train them and train and qualified teachers. They get 14,500 of them one and where now the early grade literacy and numeracy. That's the picking where they go attend school. Like when government continue for cover exam fees like the MPSC, the Becker and WAS fees there. And not say the independent assessment, they show Sierra Leonean students there, and they now perform equally like any other African student across the African educational system. They say a spotlight the $3.5 million Center of Excellence for automotive training. That means they spend about $3.5 million and $3.5 million for construct that excellence center they way for train people on mechanics business. We say in a partnership with the Japan and UNIDO, we offer certified training in 39 modules, where especially they power the young women them and the various technical fields them. President Julius Maada Bio also highlights a 2% increase in domestic health spending. That is within the government and the spend on health business, increase them by another 2%, where they support the recruitment of over 14,000 health workers then. We don't double medical school enrollments then and advanced specialist training for over 40 doctors then. They say the key milestone they include the new 166-bed hospital them, where Julius Maada Bio, where they call the Julius Maada Bio Pediatric Center of Excellence within alumni. You upgrade regional and district hospitals then. Then you don't deploy ambulances now all the 16 districts across the country. You also don't installation of oxygen plant them, a 70% reduction in maternal and newborn death, and they don't improve immunization coverage worldwide. On the younger issue, apart from no say Sierra Leone and Guinea will get small dispute by that boundary day at the Makoni River, where another younger business day. President Julius Maada Bio reaffirmed Sierra Leone and peaceful but resolute position where commits to democracy while with diplomacy, while then they prepare for lawful defense for defend the country in sovereignty lawfully. Describe in assumption of the ECOWAS chairmanship where they don't make them as a symbol of national pride and a chance for lead the regional effort in peace building, trade, democratic transition, and infrastructure. When he be the ending speech, President Julius Maada Bio urged Parliament and citizens therefore resist complacency and commit to the ideals of fairness, justice, and inclusion. He said, let them build a country where justice no go be selective, where opportunity no go just be reserved for the privileged one them, and usai every Sierra Leonean will live with dignity, pride, and hope. So he said, let the Almighty God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. Let God guide, we work them in the parliament and across the land, and we let Almighty serve Sierra Leone with honor, humility, and unshakable integrity. Family, now this happened at the speech, this way President Julius Maada Bio do yesterday in the House of Parliament building. We been get several dignitaries that will come, we get the members of the diplomatic corps, we get the vice president who been there, the speaker of the House of Parliament, we get the first lady, we get several other dignitaries, we get the members of parliament who they represent the All People's Congress, as well as the one who they represent the governing party in power, the SLPP. So if we read that side the family, now we can look at then speech step by step, detail by detail, so that we will explain it to you know, get better understanding of what in the president they actually try for tell the nation yesterday. So I turn the mic to Kotoyero. Kotoyero, you see, you're waiting President Julius Maada Bio they talk about this proportional representation. Because what make our law talk on this side, because this PR system, people they just limit them by the electoral system way of voting, where them say PR system, let them do the first past the post. Now that way the people that they look at them. What President Julius Maada Bio extend to the parliament to other walks of life in the country, as well as the citizenry. So what in actually President Julius Maada Bio mean by this?
Thank you very much, Mr. Critical Mind. You see, the PR system, plenty people in the misunderstand them, especially the main opposition, APC. Then just now want into parliamentary and presidential elections. But this thing, it go far beyond that. President Bio, they try for talk say PR system, it will also include them, extend them into making presidential appointments within the executive arm of government. Wetin President Bio mean by this? You know, because first time that first past the post system, you know, it's so bad, it marginalize certain regions, it marginalize certain groups of people for they within the executive arm of government. But with this, each and every region, each and every segment of society, each and every shades of opinion go be represented within the executive arm of government. You know, now this now the rationale of the PR system. The PR system is so democratic and fair-minded. If you look, the fifth Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone, it involve other parties them like C4C and the NGC. It be very inclusive. So now this back we want in the 2020 elections, make them continue with the PR system because it's more democratic, because them peg them on a threshold of 11.9%. So we want to make them drop and down. Because in the first past the post system, if they beat you by 1 gram vote save, you will not be represented. And we see and say it's so bad. If you as the runner-up, the winner, it beat you by 1 gram votes. Where sometimes you get a lot of invalid votes within the mix. You no need for be deprived of a seat of na seats na parliament. You supposed to be included because you get a large following where votes for you. If them exclude you, this na oppression, this not so democracy. And the president talk back body, appointment and at the public sector, you get certain strategic positions them, around all sectors them way for be extended across each and every region, across each and every thrive within the civil service.
All
So
right.
now this President Bill, they talk, you want for democratize political appointments, jobs and developments where they go now each and every region, each and every corner of this country also.
That's very good of you. Thank you very much for that submission you make. Now they go over to the United Kingdom, like call Samuel. Now this discussion, let's have take you by Samuel.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you very much, Critical Mind. The president in address, they try for make a capture even the lawmakers for make them debate soundly the adoption of the PR system in the country. Because we don't discuss this before. The advantages of the PR system. When we look at a past elections, the level of violence been very low. And the movements of people, where they say they're not this, they're not that, they're not martial, they're not thug, their movement and they been look a bit restricted. By first past the vote, first past the post, when we don't in that country, then a constituency, even they bring a lot of skirmishes, violence, physical, any kind of thing we can, including arson. And they burn us, burn motoka. Somebody where it is a opponent, if I go burn us, burn motoka for distress. And that's not the idea. The idea in this place, now for look for who that really you like, now your area, you come on early morning, you go cast your vote, then you can sit down. If you be say una number plenty, then that person who una want, it win. But me not quite understand why somebody will come out now, Kisi Road, Ginger Hall, down street, they all get together and say then they go Kailang for go by election. I not get that. Because that 10 days then it don't pass, it don't go. Now me could no one for go back to the era then they. Since we don't try that day, it go urge unity at the country. It will bring peace at the country. It not necessarily mean say pass your party now for dinner power by all means. And that what the way man in the talk say by all means, they don't understand. When you say by all means, it means it involves a lot of things without a better thing. Not just damage, trouble, and so on. Now that's what I mean by all means. So me, I think say President may address that. And he don't talk about this younger issue.
No, well, no, all and Mr. Samuel Toto. We're not going to that younger area. With the candy. Solomon, you don't hear waiting the submissions the way you two colleagues and at the studio, Mr. Samuel in the UK and Kotere inside the studio don't make. So what are you take on that PR stuff the way President Military for talk about?
You know, when this PR system started, it started under the Slpp government immediately, during civil conflict. I had thinking about proper representation, that nobody should be left out. Because prior to that, we say we be operate this first past the post system. We say somebody beat you by 2 votes, whether you get 500 votes, in get 501 votes, you 500 votes, not mean anything. But again, the reality is we still had 500 people will not believe in EU representation. So what happens? We have a situation in this country where we're in a multi-ethnic society first. Then we're in a multi-party society again. We get problem of ethnicity. We get regional problems. we're associated with politics most times. So how do we navigate these problems and ensure that if I not there for you, me vote not go waste? If I not vote for this party, I vote for myself. I should be represented. It's all about representation, that nobody will be left out. As long as the people of this country where they vote believe in your political ideology and they cast vote for you, you suppose, as long as also you meet the threshold, you suppose to get representation. It is all about enhancing representation and authentic representation. Being a SLPP, that other person can be other party, the other one can belong to another party. That person, they might not believe in me, but he believe in his own party. So if that person they vote for his own party, I think say that person they get right for representation, get right to representation, which is really what PR system is all about. Nobody should be left out. Representation should be around how we now vote. The number of people who vote for you, you get representation. Imagine we own country, we are in politics most times divided on regional lines and ethnic lines. Regional lines, ethnic line.
All right. A regional line and ethnic line. It gets
So
something for do with
proportional
that.
representation are the only way out for make sure say in such a situation nobody vote not they go unnoticed or not go not matter. For instance, if we come back home and see how we the voting pattern like now the western area, you find out say for a very long time the ruling party not able to get better. See, not do that mean say the ruling party not get supporters than I are, but we support base the West
because of that system.
Because of that force past the post.
All right, thank you very much, Solomon. I go over to Sweden now. I talk to Amik Hassan. Amik Hassan, what are you take on this thing, on this PR system? Amik Hassan.
Yes, thank you very much, Critical Man. Let me go straight to the point because the three colleagues they don't actually elaborate on the topic at once. But what you understand from the president is about the PR system and then talk about national unity, because it means we as a people, or we, because they talk, in the parliament, we as politicians, we as leaders, therefore come together and look for a solution way better for Sierra Leone, way better for the system and the electoral system, which is the proportional representation. But just like we Kotoyero say, the other side, which is the opposition, they always say they misrepresent the system, or they get the system wrong. So on that side, I feel say we need for Sidom, the leaders need for Sidom and dialogue about that, because the president is still calling for national unity, and this are very much important thing where I feel say the country or the leaders for Sidom and get a one solution where they for represent the electoral process with. So I feel say that's very important, critical mind. So I place my bet on that. Say let the other side accept that we come to one and we get national unity in the country and we will represent it. So I don't get much for security mind because my colleague don't say. So thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Amik Hassan. Over to you, IG Remuna. Let's have take you on bite on this PR system. Business with President talk in speech yesterday in our parliament.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Of course, for me, I've been in a parliament yesterday. When President go inside, you really see a man of determination can inside. They don't map all waiting and waiting, decide and wait if you can put hand per way, no say, then they bring peace can na country. This PR system where APC then they turn and for we. Then they misunderstood everything from this PR system. Now that make I believe say President emphasized on them yesterday. Just like how Mr. Wilson they say, let just go inside Mr. Wilson you. You take notice, say, inside this particular western area where we did, elect SLP people 1,000 votes, all na waste. You don't get nothing for count votes. First, the way we pull that vote, they begin to tell people, they say that election we been done, now 1,000 votes have been pulled. But because of this PR system, don't come in place, that 1,000 votes where you pull, it means something to the nation. You get role for play inside the PR system. Not that, now for like waste. No, then 10 and they don't done. Where possibly they go casting voting vote waste. He say, yeah, if I be no self, I not vote for them because I waste me vote not waste. Now you vote count, and president still they emphasize say that when I that make Monday they don't lay the paper. Monday debate they start. Now this me they advise and talk to the ruling, the parliament, the parliamentarians them say let them emphasize on this thing because yesterday when president they talk quick the APC don't begin land. We don't want PI system because they don't use that local and that thief business. They don't want nothing where they sober. Not they don't want thing where they sober. They all waiting they want nothing. They we not get nothing for do with people when now only them selfishness. Now they self they deal with now they know my want. When president they talk this time begin no PI system 2028 no PI system and this PI system get for day whether they let come they not let come it get for day because this don't make we don't know now say you vote not for loss you vote for count elect that man can first you can second but you get role for play inside the PI system. I rest my case for now.
Because you must get position where you hold it rather than that first pass the post way. If you get if you get 50, that man get 51. That one green way pass you with indicates and then you 50 is not meaningful to you at all.
Yes.
Now, family, if you just listen to this program, now Salon Talk would reach you now every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays live and direct from the Kusanka Media platform. So today, now the last and final edition, we are Friday, the 8th of August, 2025 of Salon Talk. So family, we don't explain the side of that PR system there. I'm sure now by now, we are going to get a clear understanding of what the president actually mean. So family, among other things that what the president talk, now that speech where he makes so yesterday, he call on the parliamentarian them. Let them get thoughtful scrutiny, and that is let them look into that governance reports day, where in the submit to the administration. Yeah. So that let them look them properly. Even go further for tell them say, even the national way embedded inside the national medium-term national development plan, way from 2024 to 2030, way for translate to bold goals into tangible results, them who expand access to service and restoring public trust na the institutions them. President talk that one day. What did they try for say? They don't submit this document, they don't submit this speech to the parliament. Like what in IG Memuna say, they don't lay the paper now in the parliament. Where Monday when at the 11th of this month, parliament get for begin debate on them. So now make it say let them go proper scrutiny on that document because it contains vital information in there. So what do you mean say Kotoyero and Mr. President, they try for home, I'm a home to the parliamentarian, they will get for look and then document it. Taking into account within IG Memuna say that the ruling party within a power when at the SLPP, let them make sure they stand their ground for debate that in properly and make sure see this PR system is stand.
Thank you very much, Mr. Critical Man. You see, the APC, they are so obsessed about this PR system that now in no more they look one for focus on, with regards the president in speech way, he go in at the House of Parliament. But this now is sort of a report card waiting the president don't do within this second year of in second term. The things they're waiting me don't achieve. Look about the achievements them na the educational sector. It talk about the number of classrooms away it don't build, the number of students away don't enroll. Take a look at the health sector. It talk about maternal and infant mortality rates, how women the way them been they go born, how them been they die. it don't reduce by 70%. Same way, so back to infant mortality rates. This back, it don't reduce by 70%. You know, take a look at the economy, the general outlook of the economy. Inflation, it don't go down drastically. You know, the exchange rates, it don't stabilize. So this gets a direct impact on the price of goods and services. So when you look generally, the economic outlook of the country is favorable. Look at the price of rice, when are the staple food. You know, governments, they reserve now 15 million, you know, because of this, you know, locally produce rice. It make government they save $15 million for import rice. You know, even the World Food Program, they buy we locally produce rice where they use for the school feeding
And they
program.
say it says alone for the very first time the WFP 30% of the rest of them they buy, and the rest they will local farmers and plant.
Exactly.
Not so?
Exactly.
All right, now give Solomon Wilson the mic for me. Solomon,
Yes,
you
sir.
hear where President talk about this feed salon because it's a major focus on the address. Now the government's in flagship feed salon initiative, we say just like waiting culture they say they don't where rice production don't increase by 8%. And import rice, it don't drop by 13%, where they save the country for $15 million every year. Where they almost reduce the price of rice again by 20%. So they said it open 3 other new rice mills there. We go further improve post-war processing, post-harvest processing, like we don't harvest soon now for process the rest them. We go also boost local value chain. So this they try for tell you the strength where government puts the importance where government attach on this feed salon. You don't get 3 mill rice mill the way don't build, we then go they get machines and they process the rest they then go to harvest. Then we see World Food Program and don't come by almost 30% of the rice we then can buy. Now from the salon farmers and the rest we then cultivate and harvest this year. So how you see that side of the president in speech and what that they mean to the average Sierra Leonean?
Well, that particular part of the president in speech address the problem directly of we homes them, what we eat. We know say rice now we staple food. And it is good news for what we know say now. Rice production, local rice production don't go up by 8%. That's commendable. And that imports don't go up by 13%. Production up, import down by 13%. That's clearly they indicate say government policy on food production don't they yield the results and the dividend we is supposed for yield. If we invest in agriculture, if we invest in food production, you see the results. It shows that we are on track and we will get to where definitely or soon we will able for substitute a larger percent imports. We're able for substitute the importation of rice. The percentage will go up and the savings will increase.
And government go save
Government
more
go save
money.
more money.
Yeah,
So
so yes, government go save more money, which is very much correct. Now I want pass the mic. Time then the catch with small. Solomon, I don't say you want dilate more, but because of the time as a technical man, the signal me say time they go. So I want pass the mic to Samuel now UK. Samuel, now we don't talk about this PR system. We don't talk about this rice production when a feed saloon. Now we come now the human capital development we present. So Samuel Toto, like how they tell you, now look at the human capital development, where the president among his speech say the area from the belief say no nation no they will go rise above, we go rise above the quality of in people. So therefore, President Julius Maada is celebrate human capital development gains over the years. Where for now over 1,500 classrooms and they don't construct them. And don't get more than 20,000 teachers, trained and qualified teachers the way they don't do. Then they get 14,500 of them picking away just start school, where they will just start bidding for go school. and government continue for pay them public exam fees like the MPSC working call common entrance study in real term, then Becker, they will get the worst fees that the government they pay. How you see them thing and the way government and solve to this human capital development initiative where President Julius Madabio come up from 2018 to now? Samuel Toto.
Well, actually, initially, for make you realize the yield of this capital empowerment, it's not easy. Because if you can remember the time where Ahmed Sheikh Couture talk say, one Frenchman then in country. Where then they come out, they root, all things come out. So what Ahmed Sheikh Couture do, he try for do the development of human capital. He open then vocational institution them. Also people they do mechanic, plumbing, this and that. So you find out that by the time they come into the 60s, 70s, 80s, most of the technical handiwork man them now Guinea them in the common for can do na salunaya in terms of mechanical technical institute them. But we do and revamp we human. If they don't make the girl picking and they go back to school even when they get to belly. When the vice president can talk about that now. So if I now say the intake now schools them, they don't increase double. Then also the small inducement where they give, where they prepare food, but then government sponsor schools them. They picking that they go school, then they eat. They get food on and they eat in school. That they encourage them for going to school. Now make you see the turnout of school attendance is very, very high. The MPS is I don't know if now MPS the school, the example they just take recently. The MPSC. If I not say the figure is high, So but there's participation and that's what we work for eliminate this mass illiteracy where they affect other people then now other areas then. Where in fact when they talk about national development, where then come that they point all things. Pass will get for start all over again.
Another to no go grilla continue for the happen. So Amika-san, by the grace of God. So Amika-san, yes, Mr. Samuel Toto. Now we all on this more. They are big. I know say you want to talk more. Amika-san, turn on the case. I they give something like 90 seconds now. Let's have can talk on the health sector because president is talk on various fronts. We don't talk about feed salon. We don't talk about the PR system. We don't talk about the education. Now we can at the health sector. Amika-san, President Julius Madabio say 2%, at 2% domestic, they don't increase by the domestic health spending them. They don't support recruitment of 14,000 health workers them. We don't double the medical school enrollment now even, They don't advance special training for over 40 doctors them. When a key milestone will include 166 bed hospital in the way we call the Julius Madabio Pediatric Center of Excellence within alumni. So how you see the effort of the president now in speech? Amika-san.
Yes, thank you very much, Critical Mind. Any country where they strive for development, you get strategic points that we need for attack. Human capital development and the medical. And when you see the president embark on medical, it's very important because for keep human capital, so you have to get a strong medical backing for let you keep the people, let you keep the population healthy. And that's very important because most times Ghana or go get maybe advanced medical treatment. Even though it not go happen in 1 day or 1 year or 2 years, you understand? But the president started for to the number one priority, it's medical for the people. president take see exactly waiting they make people life better. So the president is get a vision critical man. Now that I go say. And all we need to do right now in Sierra Leone is to embrace whatever vision or legacy President you get for left, and whoever they take after President you and follow the same footsteps. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Now, IGB we can't talk about why important here about the younger issue, because government president, you don't forget them. You know, because this younger issue don't they bring problem. But presidency, then they work on diplomacy, because we know say other people and say them they say the president for use military action, so on and so forth, we go cause problem between the two nations. Yeah, now we pardon them. Now we never, our sister country, anything where they between attend we have a soft approach, but diplomacy, but firm in which they do. President say then they use diplomacy for solve that problem there. How you see president in stance towards that thing there? If for take physical action, military action, and for continue for his diplomacy.
President Bio say, Yenga, now issue where they settle and able to settle them. You know, they use gun, you know, they make them by force. But me believe, say, with the position where they don't get now, that ECOWAS position where they don't get now, President Bio able sit, then two countries, Guinea and Liberia, he able call them, then sit down together, then settle this thing once and for all. Not for say any small thing at this wall, you for use force, you for use gun, you for make a leg boss for them. No, President Bio no wants that. President Bio say, he said no nation can rise above quality of its people. Now, big thing President Bio talk so. But because of we in this country, we don't take politics, we don't put our all side. Now make I tell God thank you. And they pray that this new public relations officer, this CSO Mambu, where presidents don't get, and no say, this man they can deliver. All them tears on them tears we be lack. All them good things where presidents they do. If you not come out from Sankara, yeah. You know they don't say. You know they hear him. So bad thing in the opposition they talk. They know they ever talk with a president being good things them. You foresee that and then the reaction at parliament yesterday. You go really know say they're not like good things. They're not like good things. When President Bio they tell salon people then waiting, he don't do. Look the American ambassador Sidom. Look me Sidom. So I just there before I'm they see everything. When the man they nodding head. You go really know say this president mean good for a country and they work. So President Bio for that younger, me I not say President Bio they handle them, they settle them where this country not a vex, this country not a vex, peaceful one as well they settle them. So if they feel to say President Bio for grab go with gun, say they go take younger, no, that's what that president will get. Always see in them they go so. In them they go like how they go. So he tell her yesterday, he said some of una they so una they frown, say President Bio just they fly. Una don't know what they fly for, but are they fly for the good of this country, Sierra Leone. The American ambassador, not the head. I see that before, so they see them. So all what me they say is that they not we expect and say for take bulldozer. If forget that we where I shall be we like the past term, where I shall be we go dance na streets go. Not what that president say we get. Me no say President Bio they deliver. And he go deliver Yenga.
And you know say President Bio go deliver Yenga. Fambulem with the canto they draw the curtain down now because time don't catch it because I see the technical man the signal. We bad one because one gets another program immediately after this one. But for everything President Julius Maada Bio for no saying a godly man, he get the country at heart. Now do he make? He make dua yesterday. We can call prayer. He pray for the country. He said, make the Almighty God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. It's like God guide the work where the parliament they do across the land. And then we always serve Sierra Leone with honor, humility, and unshakable integrity. Now all must say amen. So this tells us that our president, is a godly man. Our president want this country for rise above every other country in the global space. This government, the president don't give in speech yesterday. We all don't understand them. Brankan to una people who they listen both home and abroad for make una get a clear analysis of clear understanding of what transpire in parliament yesterday. Like what I Memuna tell you now, una the listing, he say